Hello, beautiful, vibrant souls. I'm so glad that we could come together again today. We're going to pull some cards for the collective. We'll start here with this deck, our traditional tarot. I like to start with this one because I feel like it gives me a good foundation. This is how I do my personal readings too. But we start a little bit with this, and then I get into the oracle decks. This is an intense reading. Fair warning. Here we go. We're going to get into this. Queen of Cups. Ooh, we've been emotional, haven't we? Um, turbulent waters. But man, can she ever influence a room? She can sway the emotions of those around her. She is powerful in all these ways. And then she can go home and have a right tantrum. Our Queen of Cups is about the turbulent emotional state that has been affecting someone or someone's out here in the collective. It's been intense. You're jumping up and down. I'm getting for some this is about our twin flame where we've kind of been like, forget it. Never mind. I'm going to deal with myself. I'm tired of this nonsense. I'm tired of waiting. Tired of his lack of effort. I'm tired, or her lack of effort, if we're coming from the other perspective. It's so frustrating. It is. I mean, to be fair, like, can we really blame her? I can't. I feel it. I can completely relate. I've been just kind of wanting to shove it in people's faces. Like, hey, 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 hey. Deal with your own problems. What are you doing to handle your own life? Because I'm over here dealing with mine, and no, it is not all sunshine and cupcakes, okay? It's not. We've all got stuff to deal with, but some people are just I have words for them, but does that do me any good? No, it doesn't. So dwelling on these feelings is really, really distracting from what I'm supposed to be doing. What I'm supposed to be doing is working on my own issues, finding solutions for the things that I need to find solutions for, running through my to-do list. And frankly, I'd rather have some chips and watch a show because then I don't have to think about it and I don't have to manage my emotions because my emotions aren't being stirred up. Because that's what this is really about. It's about the turbulent energy around us stirring up emotions, and then it forces us to face our own feelings and the things that we haven't fully healed yet. Nobody wants to do that. We don't. Nobody wants to do that. But we know it's a part of the work. And so this is the more refined version. This is the, well, I don't want to, but I know that I have to. I know that I can do it, and I can be very influential in the right ways too. It's not as fun, but I know what I need to do. She's really perceptive of the things that are going on around her, and she knows when it's an empathic influence versus her own feelings about something. So I've been getting a lot, and I'm getting from spirit to bring up this, like, you're reading energy of other people. And so what might help in this is to do some shielding and some blocking. If you need some assistance with that, let me know. I'm happy to advise in these ways. We've got our Eight of Swords. People just messing with us. No, it's not though. They're because really they're dealing with their own stuff and they're just not doing a good job of it. That's really what it is. And you're feeling it. You're feeling the effects of it, but they're not doing a good job of it. And so it's like their problems are all of a sudden your problems. Their bad day is all of a sudden affecting your day. You wake up and things are going quite well, and there's 5 messages of everyone having a crisis, and for some reason they all think it's your responsibility. It's not. But they don't know what else to do because not everybody is on a healing journey. Not everybody has evolved to this point yet. So that's what we have to keep in mind. We have to recognize that we are going to have influences from other areas. Especially if you're an empathic being, you're going to have all kinds of influences. But you have to be the one to say, boundaries, we're not doing this. No, we're not doing this. Because if you don't do that, then what you're going to do is fall into that old pattern of look at what you're making me do. Look at what how you're affecting my life. You're making me miss those deadlines. It's because of you that I'm not getting all these things done on my to-do list. It's because of these people at work. It's because of my girlfriend's and fighting with her boyfriend, and my homie over here is he needs a distraction because his love life has completely crumbled. So I can't get my stuff done because no. That's that's not how it works. You're the one that puts the boundaries in place. It's your job to do that. It's your job to balance your emotions. It's your job to be responsible for getting your stuff done. Nobody else is a factor in that, as much as it's easy, super easy to have a million reasons why. We all have them, though. That's the problem. So it's not really valid. You can't keep using that. We don't want to keep using that, though, because Spirit's trying to show us some really good stuff coming up. And the better that you are at managing your emotions and keeping it cool, remember that the way that you present yourself is a factor in what kind of opportunities are presented to you. So this Ace of Pentacles is like, hey, here's something really good. But say you're about to get a job offer and you're ranting on Facebook. Are they going to offer you that job? They don't want drama. They don't want that. So in that mindset, right? Ground yourself, keep it cool, because this is something that can build into something really awesome. This is the job opportunity that you've been waiting for. This is the business opportunity. This is the partnership. This is the financial resources to get your business off the ground. This is a grant. This is you getting that loan approval. This is you getting approved to move into that new condo or apartment. This is you getting that new car. This is you getting your license. Whatever it is that you've been like trying to accomplish so that you can step forward into your own abundance and own independence and make things really happen for yourself. This is here. But we got to make sure that we're not letting this stuff get in the way of this. Okay? So find a way to channel those emotions in a healthy way. Keep it private. We don't need to have it all out in the open. It's not everybody else's business. It's nobody else's fault or responsibility. It's all on you. But when you claim all of that, you also claim all of this. And this is what we've been wanting. You can do it. I believe in you. Amazing. Purification and our antelope spirit. Life is speeding up. That goes right along with that Ace of Pentacles. It goes right in alignment with that. Clean it up. Get rid of the extra influences. Block them out. Go ahead and delete them people off your social media. Go ahead and block that person out of your text. If they're not adding to your life in a way, if they're not at least neutral, if they're causing you any stress, strain, or annoyance, they gotta go. You don't got time for them. And sometimes it's just a matter of just don't respond. But if you find yourself like tempted to respond all the time, do what you gotta do to keep yourself from seeing that. Mute that message. Take them people off your social media. You don't need them. Those are all distractions. I'm seeing that you got a mess that you haven't cleaned up yet. Clean them cupboards out. You don't need all them plates because all them plates just get dirty and then you got to wash all them plates. I see. No, because for the longest time, it was me and my son, and we had like 8 plates. For what? Why do we have 8 plates out? Sometimes we just do things out of habit and we don't really think about it. Sometimes you keep things around because you're just used to those things being around, but they're not necessary. It's the same thing with our relationships. It's the same, our old coworkers. You haven't cleaned your car out. You haven't gotten that oil change. You haven't thrown out them outfits you haven't worn in 4 years. They're sitting in your closet just making a mess. You got two bras in there that don't fit. You're keeping them anyway. For what? Don't hold on to stuff that's not serving you a purpose right now, because it's just clutter. And for a lot of us, mental clutter is directly attributed to physical clutter. So purification, it's not just about like physical tangible things though. It's about the mental aspect. So if you're getting distracted by because you're watching 5 different shows right now, put them in your watch list, save them for later. Or you don't have time for that right now. You got things to do. Yeah, we got to rest and we got to recuperate, but that's not necessarily how we do it, because that can take as much brain energy as anything else. And if you're going to do something like that, you might as well be reading a book. you know, think about the quality of the things that we're bringing into our body, our mind. The quality matters too. Is a bunch of drama and sitcoms and stuff like that adding anything to your life? Not really. Are you eating a bunch of junk food? Are you drinking the water you need to be drinking? I really don't want to hear nothing about nobody not drinking water these days. You need to find a way to drink some water, okay? It's for real. There's so many factors. Like, the medical community cannot give you any more reasons to drink water. You need to hydrate your body. And most of us take in too much salt and too much junk, drinking a bunch of caffeine all day. You're literally purging your body of a necessary component. So purification is all levels. We're talking mental and spiritual. We're talking with our entertainment. We're talking physical with our eating and drinking properly, getting exercise, doing the things that we need to be doing. Purification. Why? Because life is speeding up. You wanted all this stuff to happen. You want all these great things to land in your lap and things to get going. And you got sick of sitting there stagnant, and we're doing all this manifesting work. And, you want all these blessings in your life and all this abundance. Are you going to be able to handle it? Because once it gets going, baby, you're not going to be able to go back and catch up. It's going to be too late for that. Your house is going to be in shambles. Your email is going to be a mess. Now is the time to do that, because things are going to be picking up, and they're going to be picking up really fast. And it's all good stuff. It's the stuff that you wanted to be happening. But there's going to be life happening in the midst of that. And you can only do so much. We can only fit so much on our plate. So the idea is that we prepare for it. We act as if we are already in these blessings. We're already in motion. All these beautiful things are already happening for us. So we don't have time for all this frivolous nonsense, because this is already occurring. Even if you don't feel it yet, that's why Spirit's telling you, get it together. Get it together right now. Act like it's happening, because by the time it kicks in, you're not going to have time to go backwards and fix everything that you didn't take care of. So, you want it. You wanted it. You've been wanting it. You've been complaining, waiting for your blessings to happen. Why aren't you ready? Get ready. Get ready for the blessings. Once it speeds up, it goes fast. It goes so fast, and you're going to be like, ah! It's that roller coaster ride, but it's going to be worth it. So, plan accordingly. Okay, we've got a blame card here, and then we've got our guide. So blame says, I accept responsibility for my well-being. Because who else is going to do that? Everybody else is busy too. I can't, you're not child. You're not my child, that's for sure. And even if you were a child, somebody else is supposed to be handling that. That's not my job. Isn't that how you feel about things too? So who's supposed to be responsible for you? Grown, sitting there, not handling your own business. It's nobody's fault but yours. And as difficult as it can be to admit that at times, that's what we know we have to do. We know that we have to, you know, roll your sleeves up and handle business and do what you need to do. Now, our guide card, this illuminated path, is suggesting that you've been getting signs. Spirit's been showing you. And you're trying to blame it on everybody else. Spirit's showing you. When somebody is repeatedly causing you extra stress and strain, that's spirit way of showing you that this person is a disruption in your blessings. If they don't show up for you, if they don't answer the phone, that's spirit's way of showing you this person is past their expiration date. Their season is done. You keep missing that phone call yourself, you're not supposed to be picking that phone up. These are signs that we're needing either to tighten up or clear some mess out or handle our business in another way. You're being guided, and they can only do so much. They cannot grab you by the ponytail and make you do what you need to do. They cannot shove your face into the water. Go drink it. That's not how this works. Spirit can only do so much. But eventually, let me tell you something. Okay, I'm going to give you a real short version of this story. I wanted a different life. I wanted it so bad. I was manifesting it. I had a vision board. I had everything laid out. And it was like, you're gonna have to do something real drastic. You're gonna have to leave. You're gonna have to let some people down. You're gonna have to leave this career to make that happen. And I was like, oh, I can't do that because of this reason and this reason and this person and this person and this person, and then they're not gonna like this and this, and it's gonna be real hard. I'm not gonna be able to do that. And that, and I had all these reasons, but I had all this vision and all this desire to make something happen. And I kept finding ways to bypass it and bypass it until finally I was like, I'm going to go to this birthday party and I'm going to roller skate. I shattered my elbow, and that was the end of my career. I wanted it, but I wasn't willing to do the work. So eventually it got pretty drastic. And you know what? That was not the way that I wanted that to happen. I really wish I had been more aware of the signs. Really wish I had been paying attention a little bit better. It was showing me all these reasons and all these ways out. And I was making all kinds of excuses and blaming it on everybody else except for myself not wanting to do what was hard. Because it was hard. I mean, it was hard either way, but I made it harder because I didn't just do what I was being shown to do. It couldn't literally drag me out of that business and say, no, get into this new job now. Go back to school right now. Spirit can't do that for you. But it kind of did it in a different way. Eventually it was like obvious. I couldn't deny it. I had some emotional breakdowns over it. I mean, I literally like lost it at a doctor. Like, I can't, and he was like, "You're gonna have to find a new job." This doctor told me that. He was like, "Do what everybody else would have to do. If you can't do that job anymore, baby, get another one. Something different. You're gonna be okay. Get over it." So, Spirit's been sending you messages. Will you stop making excuses? Do the hard things. Do the hard things. If you want what you want, you're going to have to make some sacrifices. You're going to have to make some changes. And nobody can make you do that but you. I could have kept fighting for years and years and years and years and years after that. But eventually it got to a point where it said, you know what? Man, this is what I really wanted, and I'm just making it worse. I I need to accept it. I need to accept this is what I want, and I'm going to do the hard things. I'm going to cry while I do the hard things, but I'm going to do the hard things. And I did them. And God, I'm so glad I did. I cannot express to you how happy I am that I did the hard things, because as much as at that time I thought I wanted what I wanted, I was telling Spirit I wanted something else. And Spirit's like, I'm trying to show you the way, girl, come on. And I'm just like, no, it's scary over there. It's different, it's new. And it was like, but you said you wanted it. And I'm like, ah. It's like, yeah, every single day you're praying for this. No, okay, I don't want it that bad. It was like, get over there. So Spirit's trying to show you to do the hard things, okay? Thank you for joining me on this healing journey. I appreciate everyone who is willing to listen to my little anecdote stories. I hope it helps emphasize the lessons and drive the lessons home. I try to make it relatable so that it's not just a bunch of woo-woo words. It makes sense. Like, you can apply this to your life. These are lessons that I've experienced, and that's the point of me being here today doing this work. And this is what I wanted. This is what I wanted. So thank you for being here with me. I'm so glad to join this journey with you and share with you. Much love. Till next time.